Hello everybody, again this is James with Passive Cash Flow for Life. Hope you're all having a great day. A couple things I guess we talked about in the last video was really establishing goals for 2025. One of the things that we're doing, as I mentioned, was we're actually looking at a new goal setting strategy, which is actually science-based. It actually was developed a little while ago by two scientists slash researchers called Latham and Locke. And they basically developed a strategy that they were actually able to implement and get actual scientific based measured results on what worked and what didn't work. And one of the main priorities is really to think about when you look at your initial goal, what is your initial goal? The premise in the past has always been an attainable goal. And their premise is actually to stretch yourself. So not so much an attainable goal, but a really big goal to go after and then kind of work your way backwards. So a little similar to kind of the SMART goal theory, but the idea being not so much that it's attainable. And I totally understand that, because if I say, I don't know, I'm going to add 50 more doors to my portfolio this year, that's not really a stretch goal. And it depends, everyone's different. For somebody else it might be a stretch goal, and we've been doing this for a little while, so we might think, okay, something that's not a big thing, so there's no sense of urgency, if you will. There's no real drive. But if we tell ourselves, I'd like to add another 200 doors in the next 6 months, that's a big goal, right? And I mean the way we obtain properties, right? Not just doing a syndication and owning like 5% of it, but actually having something that cash flows and brings money into our pocket for us and for generations to come. So that's a big goal. So if we decide we're going to add that amount of doors and we go forward, it gives us a sense of urgency, because we know we can't just keep putting it off, right? We have to get busy and start using our systems and our processes effectively, consistently, and persistently to be able to get there. So whatever your goal is, we would just encourage you, per this method, to actually give yourself a stretch goal. So if you're just starting out and you're thinking, something, I just want to get a small fourplex just to get started. Well, something, maybe you ought to think about getting yourself a 10 door or a 15 door or a 20 door, and just maybe not 10x, but maybe at least 5x. And again, think about it, right? If you aim for a fourplex and at the end of the year you only get a twoplex, well, that's great, you got halfway there, but you only have a duplex, right? But if you aim for 40 doors, right, and you hit 40 doors because it's a stretch and you use the system, outstanding. But even if you only get halfway there and you only get to 20 doors, that's okay. You got 20 more doors than you did before, and if you're just starting out, that's a pretty good way to start. So hopefully that makes sense. We'll get into more detail obviously as we go along, but the initial part prior to the year beginning is I would think about, and again, this is for multifamily, right? That's what we do. You don't have to have a huge goal. You don't have to get the 7,000 doors. That took 25 years. So, but you need to have a goal that is important to you, that you're going to be motivated to achieve, and has to be a large enough goal that it almost makes you a little bit nervous, but it's going to get you up in the morning and go, okay, great, I need to do X to get to that goal, and I need to do it today, and I need to do it persistently. So anyway, hope that helps. As always, if you need to reach out to us, the website is passivecashflowforlife.com. You can reach out to me with any questions at james@passivecashflowforlife.com. Somewhere below here in the description will be our meetup that we have, and a couple of other resources for you. And we will talk to you in just a little bit. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.